I'm scared of OSCE. I'm scared of OSCE. I'm scared of OSCE. If this is you, come closer. So I was scrolling on TikTok when I saw this comment, and a lot more comments like this on people that were scared of writing their first OSCE exams or even their second OSCE exams. They were still scared. And I was like, okay, I need to give my own tip or advice on how you can ace and scale your OSCE, right? So what is OSCE? OSCE means Objective Structural Clinical Examinations, for people that don't know it and just want to learn. Medical students write this exam. Nursing students, medical laboratory students, they all write this exam as their clinical exam. So I'm just going to give you my own tips or advice that might help you scale this exam. I'm guaranteeing you that if you put all these things to action, you cannot fail your OSCE exams. So let's get straight into it. This video is going to be divided into two parts because it might be long, so I'll just divide it into two parts. So this is going to be part one. First thing you want to do and you don't want to forget is to greet your examiner. Greet your examiner. Immediately you're entering into the hall, immediately they call your number or you're entering into the exam hall and they ask you to start, they ring the bell for you to start, ensure that you greet your examiner. Some people just enter and start the procedure without greeting their examiners or even saying their exam number. How are they going to score you? How are they going to know you? So you have to greet them and show some respect that, oh, good morning, ma. My name is so. My number is so. It will create like a warm connection between you and a good examiner. Secondly, you need to read your questions properly. Some people just enter the exam hall and the first thing they do is they just brush through and start. Sometimes you might read your question wrongly. Read your question properly. Read it line by line so you can understand what they are asking you to do. Because if you do something entirely different, obviously you will not be scored or you will not be marked, right? Because you've done the wrong thing entirely. If they're asking you to educate, that is what you should do. If they're asking you to perform the procedure, that's what you should do. If they're asking you to treat something, that is what you should do. The third thing that you want to do is to ensure that you wash your hands. They will always tell you, your clinical instructor will always tell you, ensure that you wash your hands. But some of us always still forget because we're scared, we're rushing, we'll forget to wash our hands. Some examiners will tell you to go on, even if you've said, oh, I wash my hands. Some examiners will tell you, oh, just go on. While some will want you to go and wash your hands, right? So those ones that want you to go and wash your hands, just go and wash your hands. But you must always say it that I wash my hands and you don your gloves. Like those are the two main important things for procedures that are hands-on procedures that you have to use your hands to do. If you have to teach or educate, you don't have to don any gloves or whatever. But if you are carrying out a procedure, you have to don your gloves. So ensure that you always say it, like even if you are not performing it outrightly, you're not washing your hands outrightly, ensure that you say, oh, I wash my hands and I don my gloves. Hand washing is a full one mark and you don't want to miss that mark. The fourth thing is that you want to say the objectives of why you're carrying out that procedure. These are things that can earn you extra mark. Why are you carrying out the procedure? Fine, you've washed your hands. Okay, tell us why you're carrying out the procedure. Then go into carrying out the procedure. Why am I doing bed bath for this patient? Why am I doing bed making for this unoccupied bed? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Your examiner will know that you know what you are doing if you say the objectives. This is how we learned it in school, and it helped us because immediately we want to start, we'll say the objectives of why we're carrying out that procedure, and then we'll continue from there. And then the examiner knows that okay, they know what they are doing. Even if you forget to say everything, ensure you say maybe one or two, just so that the examiner flows with you that okay, you know what you are doing. Fifthly, if it's a procedure that you have to provide privacy for the patient, like bed bath, provide privacy. Screen the patient. These things are like marks that are hidden, but if you lose them, it can affect your score. If it's a procedure that you have to screen, ensure that you screen the patient. Wound dressing, screen your patient. Bed bath, screen your patient. It's very important. It will earn you more marks. The sixth one is that you have to carry out the procedure sequentially, like from the head to the toe. Don't start from the toe to the head. Sometimes we always forget to do one thing or the other, and then we'll go back to that. Oh, ma, I forgot. I do this thing, I do that thing. But in case you don't forget, just carry out the procedure sequentially from the beginning to the end. From the way they taught you from the beginning to the end, carry out the procedure like that. Don't pick up the middle piece for the first piece or the middle piece for the last piece. It's going to help you and it's going to like earn you marks that okay, you know what you're doing and you studied what procedure you are carrying out. Number 7 is that don't be afraid or scared. This one I'm saying affects a lot of nursing students. You get there, you're afraid, and then you forget everything that you've read. You see the procedure, you know the procedure, but you forget everything because you are scared or you are anxious. This thing is not as easy as I'm saying, because also I've written these exams like how many times, and anytime I want to write them, I'm also scared. Be calm, be less scared, and just go in with boldness that okay, I know what I'm doing. I read, because most of us, we always read these procedures, we read them so well, and then we go inside and then fumble, or we go inside and forget because we are scared. So don't be scared, don't be anxious, just calm down. It's something that you know. It's something that you know, so calm down. Then the 8th one is document. Document, document. Like, I don't know how to overemphasize this because it has happened to me several times. And I'm just sharing this because I feel like I have a whole lot of nursing students that my community, aspiring nursing students. I still get messages from people like every day asking for, okay, this school jam cut off. So I have a lot of people like that in this community, and they want to study nursing too. So what is the least I can do? Just help them out, right? Document, document. I've forgotten to document in a lot of clinical exams, in a lot of OSCE exams. And when I'm done, I am leaving, I want to be like, geez, I forgot to document. Don't be like me, right? Don't be like me. Document, ensure you document, ensure you document. It is a whole mark, like one whole mark. Most of the other procedure might be quarter mark, half mark, but documentation is a whole mark, because documentation is going to show that you carried out the procedure. Documentation is going to show that you did this thing. So if you don't document, that means you didn't do the procedure. So have you wasted our 5 minutes or 10 minutes? So document, document. Even if you are just writing something that, oh man, I document that I performed this procedure. Help me my last exam. I think my last midwifery exam. I was documenting as I went along, and I didn't like take so much cognizance of it, but I was just doing it. And when I finished, the woman was like, okay, let me see what you are doing. Let me see the paper you wrote on. Because some of us, we just like write jargons on the paper that, oh man, I document the procedure. Sometimes just write something sensible on the paper, right? Because she asked me, I was like, oh ma. Then I showed her the paper. Then she looked at all the things I wrote. Then she said, okay. And she asked me to go. What if I've written rubbish on the paper? And she'd be like, is this the documentation that you did? So ensure that you document. Ensure that you document that you did the procedure. I think that's basically everything I have to share. If there's any question that you have, make sure you ask in the comment section. Share this video to your friends or loved ones that are nursing students or aspiring nursing students, because it will help them when they get to that level of writing OSCE exams. I wish you the best. I wish you the very best, and thank you for watching to the end. Bye.